Sadie Sink is basking in the spotlight thanks to her role as Max in everyone's favorite Netflix series. However, before she was blasting Running Up the Hill on Stranger Things, she was on stage giving Claire Foy a run for her money. In today's video, we're gonna talk about Sadie Sink's journey from Queen Elizabeth to Stranger Things and other news. First up, the actor took on the role of a young Queen Elizabeth II. Claire Foy may have gotten the chance to fill in the Majesty's shoes on the crown when she was 38 years old, but young Sadie Sink got the chance way before. She was just 13 years old at the time. If that isn't a testament to her talent, we don't know what is. But how did she find herself in the role? Well, before the actress was running around saving Hawkins, she was a sensational actor gracing the stage of a Broadway theater in New York. The young actress took the stage alongside Helen Mirren to take on the role of a young Queen Elizabeth II in The Audience on Broadway. It was certainly a big moment for Sadie because, for starters, she was starring alongside Helen Mirren, the Helen Mirren, the only performer to achieve the triple crown of acting both in the United States and the United Kingdom. And second of all, she was playing the Queen herself. Not everyone can put that on their resume. Next, a look at Sadie's Broadway career. Yes, Sadie had a Broadway career. Just when you thought that the red hair couldn't impress us more, she goes ahead and does just that. A lot of people may not know about her Broadway career, but that changes today. The theater is where Sadie found her footing in the world of acting. She started at the young age of 7 and then played the title role in Annie for her Broadway debut. Seems like the actor always shoots for the stars. Surprisingly, Sadie was only 10 when she landed the role that she went on to play from 2012 to 2014. Unfortunately, as much as we would love to see a young Sink show off her skills on the Broadway stage, these two productions are the only ones she has the honor of participating in. Not too bad, considering that both roles cemented her in the industry. Oh, and if you want to see her talent for yourself, then you can find a video of a 13-year-old Sadie singing Oops, I Did It Again by Britney Spears online, all dressed up in her Queen Elizabeth II outfit. No, it wasn't part of the play, just a young Sadie having some fun, and we're all here for it. On that note, there are videos of Sadie from her Broadway era, so you can check them out if you weren't around during that time. Moving on, how does Sadie feel about her Broadway career? Well, one word, quite happy. Okay, that's 2 words, but still. In an interview with Broadway World back in 2013, Sadie dished all the deets about her Broadway past, particularly how she felt about playing the ever-so-iconic role of Annie. Talking about her role as Susan Waverly in Theater Under the Stars production of White Christmas, Sadie said that she had a lot of fun doing that. It was something really cool and interesting for her. Afterward, Sadie moved on to talk about her role as Annie. The Stranger Things actress highlighted how she didn't have the main part in White Christmas, but that changed with Annie. She was gonna be on stage almost every single minute, and apparently it was pretty cool to experience that for her. In fact, when she first found out about landing the role, Sadie was freaking out, as you'd expect everyone in her position. As for what was her favorite part about the production, well, it was the cast. In Sadie's opinion, they were really amazing and really fun to hang out with. In her words, all the girls, they just entertained me so much. Moving on, this is where Sadie met her would-be lover. Believe it or not, Broadway is where the Netflix actress met her would-be lover in the series, Caleb McLaughlin. In an interview with Variety, Caleb said that the pair used to see each other in Times Square at this park where all the Broadway kids used to go to. With that said, it almost seems like fate that these two ended up together. In fact, we can say with full confidence that their history was the reason we got such killer chemistry between Sadie and Lucas on the show. Both Max and Lucas started off as friends, and so did Sadie and Caleb. Does that mean that the two actors will also end up together? We'll leave it up to you to decide. Coming up, will Sadie ever go back to her singing career? Well, we don't know. As much as we'd love to see her bring out those sweet vocals of hers, we actually have no clue about such a return happening. Her co-stars on the show, aka Finn Wolfhard Award and Maya Hawke have musical careers on top of their acting, so it's not like it can't be done. But the question here is whether Sadie will give it a shot or not. She collaborated with the one and only Taylor Swift for her recent All Too Well music video, so, you know, it's not like the actress doesn't have contacts. But does she have the time is the question. With her Stranger Things fame, the actress has been on a roll, banging roles left and right. The one fans are most excited about is her appearance in the upcoming thriller Berlin Nobody, where she'll be starring alongside Blade Runner 2049's Sylvia Hoeks and Jonas Dassler. So, even though she might not be singing, she definitely will be acting. And if anyone was worried about running out of Sadie content, you can relax. That won't be happening for a while. Now, in other news. First, Sadie Sink dishes deets about working on The Whale. Stranger Things is on a break, but that doesn't mean Sadie Sink gets one. The actress is busy shooting for her many, many roles, one of which happens to be Dear Zoe. The movie is based on a novel of the same name by none other than Philip Beard. The story follows Tess, who'll be played by Sink, and her family suffering a terrible loss during a historical event. In these troubling times, Tess finds support from her biological father, who's played by Theo Rossi. You might remember him from The Army of the Dead. We know that sounds like something you'll watch. Lucky for you, you can catch the movie on UK digital platforms on November 7th, 2022, as per the recent announcement. Sadie will be joined by the likes of Justin Bartha and Vivian Lyra Blair, who will all be working under the brilliance of Gren Wells, aka the man who directed A Little Bit of Heaven. Next up, Millie Bobby Brown wants to write a musical finale for Netflix. Now, even though Sadie may not be making her musical return just yet, it seems like Millie Bobby Brown is all too willing to throw an opportunity her co-star's way. In a recent interview with Total Film, the 18-year-old revealed how she has come up with an interesting idea for the series finale of Stranger Things. And guess what she has in mind? Well, she doesn't have any sinister plans about killing someone off, but about writing a musical. Imagine that, Elle and One facing off in a battle of vocal cords. That'll be something. However, Brown highlighted that the producers aren't really entrusting the finale in her hands, which, to be honest, they should. For once, we just want to watch our favorite characters happily singing about and not worry about them dying. We know for a fact that Hopper has some killer pipes, and Joyce is just itching at the chance to let it loose. Finally, Caleb has his eyes set on a certain someone. We can't sign off without talking about Sadie's on-screen romance now, can we? Speaking at Heroes Comic-Con Belgium 2002 in Brussels recently, the Stranger Things actor revealed what superhero film character he would like to play. Seems like one fan was asking all the real questions, and it almost seems like McLaughlin had been waiting to answer this one his whole life. Because guess what? He didn't wait for a second to name Static Shock as his would-be superhero role. In Caleb's words, he would like to do something like that. It doesn't matter, to be honest. He's really open to any character. Caleb feels confident about the fact that he can play any character. At the end of the day, the project should speak to him and his creativity. If you consider the fact that DC announced a Static Shock film being in development for a couple of years. The project apparently had Michael B. Jordan's name associated with it, but that was years ago. And since then, there's hardly been a peep from the studio about the matter. Maybe this is Caleb's way of giving DC some ideas. Or is he trying to tell us something? Who knows? Alright, that's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on Sadie in the role of Queen Elizabeth II? Were you impressed by Sadie's Broadway past? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one!